I'm Anil Kumar. Welcome to my YouTube channel and the website Global Math Institute. In this video, we'll continue with congruent triangles, understand it in a deeper level. Here is a very important question to think about. Why the two triangles are not congruent if the condition of SSA is given to us? And how do we include many other concepts learned while solving questions, especially when we involve circles, triangles, similar triangles, and Pythagorean theorem? We'll look into all this with our golden girl, Naisha.
Desha Khandelwal. She is first in crunches, first in push-up, first in sitting ball throw, first in skipping, second in standing broad jump, first in 30-meter dash, first in shuttle run, and second in long distance.
Hello, Naisha. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good, good. Naisha, today what do you want to learn?
Today, congruence of triangles.
Congruence of triangles. Okay, we'll begin a lesson on congruence of triangles. But before that, I'd like to have an introduction from you. For the benefit of all our viewers, can you tell me something about yourself?
Yes, I'm Naisha. I study in grade A. I love archery and I have got many gold medals in archery and I also want gold in maths. That's why I'm here.
You want a gold in maths also. Very good. And the gold medals which you have earned or won in archery had been at what level?
District level and state level.
District and state level. That's wonderful. So you can be a national player soon, right? We are looking forward to that. Very good. Let's begin our lesson on congruent triangles. So I'd like you to first show me what you are actually doing, and then I'll teach you the whole lesson. Is that okay? So can you
Yes,
share with me what you are learning?
yes.
Perfect, perfect. Yeah, let's see what you have. So, okay, so these are the congruent triangles. It says in each pair of triangles in the following figures, parts bearing identical marks are congruent. State the test and correspondence of vertices by which triangles in each pairs are congruent. Okay, so that is your first kind of question. Let's go move forward and see what is given there. So you're saying the pair, you're writing down here that these two triangles, XWZ and YWZ are congruent. You put those dots and that means that those two angles are congruent and the two sides congruent are marked, right? And it is written there that size XW is congruent to side YW and the angles are given and side this is common between the two and therefore we have the congruence and the property is SAS. Right. So it is proved that these triangles are congruent. So that is how you are trying to write these things. Perfect. Let's move on and see quickly the
What's that two dots stand for?
where two dots. Therefore,
The figure.
oh, I'll show you. Explain you that. Yeah, yeah. I'm just looking at things. Yes, very good. I'll explain you all that. Let's quickly go through other examples so that I know exactly what you need to know. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is hypotenuse side test. Perfect. Move on to the next one. Three sides. Okay. That's no problem. Continue. Let's move on to the next one. Correct. So again, it's a different test. Okay, that's fine. So you are just figuring out how we could say which triangle is congruent to which and write their corresponding side. That's okay. So let's begin our lesson from here. Let's go forward. There are only two more examples. Can you please move on? Yeah, no problem. Correct. Okay, so you are not solving many questions, but you're only writing the properties at present. No problem. Right. So, right, you can stop sharing let me teach you some basic concepts, and then from there we'll move around. Is it okay? Let
Yes.
me share with you a whiteboard. We'll begin from the very beginning, right? Now, we're talking about congruent triangles. So if I make a triangle like this and a triangle like this, clearly we see that both are different, right? They are different, correct? Their sides are not equal, their angles are not equal, right? They are very different, correct? However,
Yes.
you will notice one thing, that if I have this angle and this angle as equal, let's make them as equal. So when you want to make angles equal, you write similar marks. For example, I made an angle and made like to this, correct? And I am saying these two angles are equal. You understand now? So let me
Yes.
label the two triangles. Let me say this triangle is ABCD, ABC, and that is DEF. So now, since I have made a marking, I can say angle ABC is equal to angle DEF. Correct? The two angles are equal. I could also write something like this, like one dot here. One dot here, one dot here. Exactly same sign. Do you see this?
Yes.
It means these two angles are also equal. So that dot really means that those two angles are also equal. So I can say angle BAC is equal to angle EDF. You get the idea?
Yes.
So this is your nomenclature. So how to write. So once you understand method of writing, you know how to write and how to read. Do you understand?
Yes.
Because your question was, what are those two dots? I remember this question, correct? So basically, we have to understand what the book is writing and how we should read so that we can understand, right? So I guess they've already taught you this lesson, but the basic concept is missing. Now, can you tell me one thing? How about angle C? Will angle C and F be equal?
They have uh, they are not given any similar sign, so it
So
will
we
not
should
be
know
same.
one thing. What is the sum of angles in a triangle? So when I write like this, it is a triangle. So the sum of angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. Is that okay?
Yes.
So this angle is how much? This angle is 180 degrees minus angle A minus angle B, correct? Because other two angles are A and B, correct?
Yes.
This angle is how much? This angle is also 180 degrees minus angle E minus angle D, correct?
Yes.
But we know that these two angles are equal. So that means I could also write this as, or I could write either one of them as 180 degrees minus angle A minus angle B, because E and D are equal, correct?
Yes.
So that means from here we found that angle ACB is also equal to angle DEF. You see that?
Yes.
So we have the third angle also equal. So let me write another way of doing it. I could now show it with two dots, correct?
Yes.
So from the given condition, which was AA, we figured out that there is something similar about it, and we write it like this. They are not congruent, right? We say they are similar triangles. Not exactly same. We say not congruent. So to begin with, what are congruent triangles? I'm telling you what is not congruent. Is that clear to you?
Yes.
If we are given that three angles are same or even two angles are same, that means third angle will be same, correct?
Yes.
In that case, what do we have? We have similar triangles, right? It is like enlargement, right? It is like when you enlarge a figure, right? Or when you dilate. When you make a smaller copy or a bigger copy, it is similar, right? But it is
Right.
not exactly same size. Same means same size also. Perfect. So what we learned just now, did you understand all this?
Yes.
So on this page, what you learn is if in two triangles we have same angles, then they are only similar, not congruent. Is it okay? So let me write down. Let me
Yes.
clear this and write down here. So if we have two triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF if corresponding two angles are equal. We call this as a property also. We say this is the sign for similar angle, angle. This is called similar triangle property. Or you can say condition. The sign given here is for similarity. As given here. Is that clear to you?
Yes.
That means they are similar, right? It also means not exactly same. Means overlapping. Or same or congruent. Not congruent, right? So they are not congruent as we saw. So let me make a small diagram here just to represent similar triangles. That means I have one triangle here and I have another triangle which is kind of like this. Is that okay? Make this parallel to this. This arrow means parallel. Is that okay? You can see that this triangle ABC and let's say APQ. So we say APQ is similar to triangle APQ is similar to triangle ABC. Is that clear?
ABC.
They're
Yes.
similar, but they are not congruent. One is smaller than the other clearly, right? And why are they similar? Because we say these are parallel lines. So this angle and this angle are equal, right? And we can say this is common. Is that okay?
Yes.
Obviously, third angle will be same because sum of angles is 180. So you can also say this is also equal. Two dots, correct? So this is from property angle angle. If two angles are equal, we do not have to write three angles. Third will be same, correct? That is why we do not write this. No need. Because this is obvious. Is that okay? Or we can say
Yes.
implied. You get the idea? Third has to be same,
Yes.
right? So similar triangle basically means this. But when similar triangles are there, then we have constant ratio of sides. Then what do we get from similar triangles? Let me write down. We get constant ratio of sides. That means in this particular case, AB over AP is equal to big triangle BC over smaller triangle PQ, which is equal to AQ over, oh, sorry, AC, I should have written, sorry, We are writing big triangle first on top, right? AC
Yes.
over AQ. And this is equal to K. You get the idea? If we
Yes.
have similar triangles, then the ratio of sides is constant. It is also helpful. And that fellow is K. And the ratio is K. So if K is more, we say it is enlarged. If K is less than 1, then it is dilated. You get the idea? So that is
Yeah.
what. So from K, if K is greater than 1, we say enlarged. And if K is less than 1, and obviously it is greater than 0, right? In that case, we
Yes.
say dilated.
Dilate.
Smaller, compressed, big and small, right? Compressed. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Compressed
Yes.
and expand. And this is the ratio, corresponding sides. They are fixed. Is this part clear to you? This is about
Yes.
similar triangles. Important to tell you, it is not congruent. They are not exactly same. Now let us see what is congruent, right?
Yes.
It means exactly same, not similar, right? Exactly
Yes.
same. Means if I put one triangle over the other, it will overlap. So let me just draw two triangles here, right? And if I have another triangle which can sit over it, do you see these two triangles? So if I
Yes.
put one triangle over the other, if I put one triangle over the other, in that case it will map. So I could, when I do it, it will hide it completely, right? Do you understand?
Yes.
Because they are congruent, exactly same. You said, right? They said
Yes.
congruent triangles. To give you an example, if I have, let us say, a rectangle, and if you divide this rectangle diagonally, then these two triangles are congruent. You understand?
Yes.
Congruent means if I cut one and overlap with the other, they will overlap. Is it okay?
Yes.
This is, yeah, these two triangles are congruent. Why they are congruent? Because this side is common. Do you see this common side?
Yes.
And we see that this side is equal to this side. Opposite sides of a rectangle are equal, correct?
Correct.
This side is also equal to this side. So what we have in this particular case is all three sides are equal. Correct? One is common. The other two are equal in a rectangle, right?
Yes.
So we could call this as an side, side, side. But this is a special case also. How is it special? Because it has a right angle. So when we have a right angle, we have some special properties. You know, if we have a right angle triangle, we do not have to see three sides. We can also work with two sides, correct?
Yes.
Because in a right angle, we know that a square plus b square is equal to c square. If the sides are, let us say, a, b, and c, correct? Pythagorean theorem you learned, right? So in your examples, while we were going through, there was one condition, hypotenuse. What was it? We call it hypotenuse leg theorem. What do you say? Hypotenuse what?
Hypotenuse.
Leg.
Hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse theorem.
Yes.
Yes. So that is a special case, correct? So you got some picture of it. Now let us put all the things together. So I'm going to erase this. And now we're talking about congruent triangles once again. Till now, everything is clear to you?
Yes.
Okay. Let me make two triangles. So my drawings are not to the scale. So definitely it's very difficult to draw two congruent triangles. We'll assume that whatever I am drawing represents congruent triangle. Is that okay? So we have two triangles here, as you can see. Let me label them as ABC and DEF. So in these two triangles, if I overlap, they overlap. We know one thing, that they
Overlap.
overlap perfectly. That means they are exactly same. Is that clear? And that in technical mathematical language, we say they are congruent.
Yeah.
Is it clear to you? If they
Yes.
overlap, they are exactly same, then they are congruent. Otherwise, they are not congruent. Now, in a triangle, we have to look into 6 things. You know what are the 6 things? We call them 6 properties or 6 attributes. You can say 6 parameters. So, what are the 6 things? You know, 3 sides, and 3 angles, right?
Yes.
We'll check only internal angle. Is that okay? Inside angles. So every triangle has got 6 parameters. That is, we have these angles, right? Let's call it, these are 3 angles, correct? And these are 3 sides, correct? 6 parameters, correct? So when they are congruent, all 6 should match. That is what we are trying. But we found that even if we match 3 of them, then also they match. So these are critical things to remember, which 3 make them perfectly match. One is, we say side, side, side.
Yes.
If the 3 sides are equal, that means if AB is equal to DE, if AC is equal to DF, and if BC is equals to EF, then we say all 3 sides are exactly same. If these 3 sides are equal, then the angles will also be equal, correct?
Yes.
And when we overlap, they will perfectly overlap. When we put one over the other, they will overlap, so they are congruent. So this is one of the conditions, correct?
Yes.
Now, another condition could be, we have 2 sides and an angle. So if I have only side AB, let me show like this, that if I have this side AB as equal to DE and side AC equals to DF. So when I put these two, that means their corresponding sides are equal. Do you see that?
Yes.
And if I say this angle here is equal to that angle, we can put a dot here, let's say 1 dot and 1 dot. That means these two angles are equal.
Yes.
That gives you another condition, which we say side angle side.
Side angle side.
Is that clear to you? So now
Yes.
what I will do is I'll make a picture of all possible conditions. Is it okay?
Yes.
And so that it's easy to kind of recall how to like, so because so we have two triangles. I'm trying to show them in different color. And it is always good to mark them. Let's say A, B, C. These are the vertices. They have a name. And that name gives the name of the triangle. Correct?
Correct.
So the properties which you look into are, we call one property as SAS. It means side, angle, side. S stands for side, right?
Yes.
Angle, side. So if we have side, angle, side, then they are congruent. If we have SSS, as we saw last time, that means side, 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 then they are congruent. Or if you have ASA, angle, side,
Angle.
angle, then they are congruent. Correct? We could also
Yes.
have angle, angle, side. So angle, angle, side.
What is angle side like?
Okay, let me just mark this. When I say angle, angle, side, so let us say this angle is equal to that angle, correct? One angle is okay.
Yes.
Now the other angle is this one, which is equal to this angle. Angle, angle, and now we are saying this side is equal to that side. Do you understand?
Yes.
So angle, angle, side. Let's explore this. So if that is given to us, in that case, will the third angle be same? Tell me.
Yes.
Because total is 180. So from here we can say that this angle is equal to that angle, correct?
Yes.
Because sum of angles is 180. Interior angles equals to 1. 180 degrees. If two are same, third has to be 180 minus the sum of those two. So it is same. So now you can see very clearly that we have exactly same angles, correct? Now you see
Yes.
from here, you can say this is what these are two angles, right? It becomes angle, side angle, right? So this becomes same as angle, side angle, correct?
Yes.
Do you see the similarity?
Yes.
Because the third one is we can also say angle, side, angle, correct? So they are in a way similar conditions, but written in a different way. Is that clear to you?
Yes.
Is this clear? Perfect. Now let's get to a special case when we have a right triangle. So in a right triangle, let me draw a right triangle. We'll do it in two different colors. Now, let me label this as PQR, LMN. Now, in this case, we are already given that they are right angle triangles. They are special cases.
Yes.
Now, look here. If I'm looking for three sides, do I need three sides in this case? I know two sides are enough. Because third, now here, third side, let me just read. Three sides are related. Because we know that Pythagorean theorem. Since we know that PQ square plus QR square is equals to PR square, right?
Right.
Right. Now, when we are given this, we already know one more thing. Angle Q is equal to angle M is equal to 90 degrees, right? So one congruent angle, one equal angle given. So when I say right angle triangle, I have already told you that one angle is given.
Yes.
I've already told you one angle is given. Now, if you look into these two conditions, which are very critical conditions and the major conditions, if one angle is given, what you need to know? Two sides. So in this case, if you apply SAS, for example, right, or you apply SSS, so we know one angle is given. We already know that this is given to us, right? So what
Right.
you need? You only need two sides.
Yes.
You need two sides. So we call this as one. If I give you this side is equal to that, and either one of these, then the triangles are congruent.
Yes.
So what do you need?
We need one side or one arm.
Yes. What else you need
Um,
for congruency? Tell me.
the angle should be 90 degree.
That is given. So we know angle is 90 degrees. We can work with any two sides. You see that?
Yes.
So if I use this, it is side angle side, correct? But look here,
Yes.
even if I know these two sides and this angle, I can still say they are congruent. It is
Yes.
not ASS. ASS is not a condition. Do you see that? So we need only two sides. We call this as hypotenuse leg angle. Hypotenuse leg. So even if I have the two sides in a right angle triangle equal, right? So side in a right angle. So we say hypotenuse leg theorem is what we say, or hypotenuse side theorem. One side, leg or
Okay.
side. Oh, okay. Or as I think it's written in your book, hypotenuse
Side. Yes.
side theorem. Is that clear?
Yes.
Theorem or condition. You could say theorem or condition. But see, if you write in SA all this term, then it is basically ASS. You see that?
Yes.
But ASS is not congruent. If I write here, let me write down ASS. If I give you ASS, means one angle is same and two sides are same. Will the triangles be congruent?
Yes.
No, not always. When will that be true? Only if it is a right angle triangle, not otherwise.
Okay.
Only when it is right angle triangle. Do you understand? So you have
Yes.
now 5 conditions in all. SAS, SSS, ASA, AAS, and hypotenuse side.
Hypotenuse side theorem.
You may say theorem or condition. Is it okay?
Yes.
So these are the 5 conditions which you should know for congruency of a triangle. Correct?
Yes.
Now, with that knowledge, we can now answer the questions in your book. Is it okay?
Okay.
So is this all clear? I want to erase this so that you can share your book now once again. Is it okay?
Okay.
So last question. I am given 2 triangles and the other triangle is, let me just draw here. And if I say that this angle, these sides are equal, right? Let me say ABC, DEF, ABC, DEF, right? Are above triangles congruent? That is my question.
Yes, it is congruent.
No.
But we have three.
So
One
because here
angle.
we are given one angle and two sides, right? Angle,
Yes.
side, side. So that is not a condition of congruency. You get the idea? If I give you one angle and two equal sides, correct? Then the triangles are not congruent.
Why? Like we have three things in common. So
These so even if you have three angles, then also it is not congruent. You understand?
okay.
So if there are three angles, then they are similar. You get the idea?
Yes.
So with one angle and two sides, the angle should be included. So only the conditions for congruency are let's go back. Okay. So do you get this point? This condition does not tell you that the other side will be equal. We do not know whether these sides will be equal or not.
Okay.
That is why. Is that clear to you?
Yes.
Now let us take questions from your book. Okay. So I'm stop sharing this.
Yes. Can you see?
Yes. In the first diagram, in each pair of triangles, just show the question now. You try to understand. Okay. In the first diagram, now you understand what are these dots showing you here?
Yes.
So we are saying that these two triangles, which is shaded like this, and the other one, which is shaded like this, they are congruent, correct? What is the condition of congruency in this particular case? Why are they congruent? Tell me.
By
We have a common side here, correct?
yes.
One other side is given as congruent and the angle is congruent. So it is side, angle, side, correct?
Side. SESS. Yes.
Second one, why is this one congruent? Tell me.
Hypotenuse side test.
Hypotenuse, yes. Correct. Third one, why is this congruent?
By SSS test.
Because this is common, right? Next one.
Yes. Next one is common. SAS.
So we have these two angles, right? And
Yes.
then we have these sides, correct? And then we have the angles. So angle, side, angle. Is that clear?
Yes.
Why is this congruent?
Angle, side angle.
No, two angles are given and a side, right? So you
Yes.
could call this as side angle angle, or you could also write this as angle angle side. It is one and the same thing. Is it okay?
Okay.
So two angles and a side. You could also read this as, because they wrote like this is a common side, right?
Yes.
So I could also write this as angle, side, angle. Is this okay?
Okay.
Marking this as a common side, we could do this. Is this part clear to you? How do you answer this question?
Yes.
Let's move on to the next question. Let me clear this. No, we have done this. So you have to write this. Given this, go ahead. Let's see. So we are given all these signs, right? These are things which are given, and therefore we said, because of SAS, we have proved that these two triangles are congruent. You have to write like this.
Okay.
Clear, right?
Yes.
Now, move to the next example. Go to the next example. Go skip. Next. Yeah. Now tell me, why is this triangle congruent? Oh, they are doing the same thing. So the
Yes.
6 examples which we just did, basically, as we did, you have to write in the language as shown here, right?
Yes.
That is all. Move on. Next one. Yes. In this one, how are they congruent? Read the question, please. Practice test.
Yes. Practice set 13.2. In
Yeah.
each pair of triangles given below, paths shown by identical marks are congruent.
Yes.
State the test and the one-to-one
One-to-one correspondence of vertices.
correspondence of vertices by which triangles in each pair are congruent and remaining congruent paths.
Correct. So, for example, in the first one, you say hypotenuse, leg theorem, or whatever you say, right?
Yes.
So here, what will you say? You will say MT is common, right? We say segment, we write like this, is common. Is that okay?
Yes.
Which is the hypotenuse? Which is the hypotenuse? You see, this is a right angle triangle.
Yes.
And we know that side BT is equal to MS, right?
Yes.
And then therefore it is congruent because of, we say triangle MST is congruent. Oh, sorry, not this. Sorry. Yeah, congruent. So 2 equal to sign and then that congruent, right?
Yes.
Similar but equal also. So that is a combination of similar and equal sign. Is it okay?
Yes.
So when we say MST, we have, see, MST will go correspond MBT. So you have to be careful how you name it. Is that clear to you?
Yes.
Now in this triangle, we know that the vertices opposite angles will be same, correct?
Yes.
And therefore in this case the property will be SAS, correct?
SAS. Yes.
Now here they have shown that we have a common side here.
Yes.
And 2 angles. If 2 angles are congruent, third will be equal, right? So we SAA.
Side angle.
Normally you write angle side. You normally write angle side in your book, right?
Angle, side angle. Sorry, yes.
So like this, you have to write your answer. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. Go to the next question.
Only these questions are there.
Oh, is that all?
And then the textbook is over. No,
Okay, let's
there
move
is
into
one
this
more.
question number 2. Yes. So we are showing two, in this case, triangles with 2 sides, right? Read the question.
In the adjacent figure, segment AD is equal to segment EC. Which additional information is needed to show that triangle ABD and triangle ABC will be congruent by angle side test?
Correct. Now we know one thing. You need which information is required. We know one thing. These are equal, right? These are
Yes.
called vertically opposite angle or vertical
Okay.
angle. They are congruent. They are always equal. Is it okay? Now you need
Yes.
one more angle. Do you see that? So what addition information you need? You need this additional information that this angle should be equal to that angle. You understand?
Yes.
So you need to know that angle ADB is equal to angle CBCEB. Is it okay?
Okay.
Or that angle, any other angle. You understand? So or angle DAB is equal to BCE.
See.
Angle BCE. Do you see that? So or
Yes.
these two angles. So I'm making two dots here. Does it make sense to you? We are looking at
Yes.
opposite angles in this particular case, right? Because if I want to make this side equal to this side, then angle opposite to this side is this angle. Do you see that?
Yes.
And that. Therefore, my angle will be angle A and C. Do you see? I did not write this and this. Then it becomes a wrong answer. Do you
Yes.
understand the concept?
Yes.
It is like parallel. You remember parallel lines, Z pattern?
Yes.
Keep that in mind. That is how we will connect. So I call this as connection. So how do you connect? Connect with learnings. So earlier when you were working with parallel sides, parallel lines, you connect alternate angles, corresponding angles. You remember that?
Yes.
So you should remember this is the interior alternate angles which you should be equal, right? So another answer will be interior alternate angles. So many ways to answer this question, and that is all dependent on how you connect with it. Is this clear to you?
Yes.
Very good. Share another question. Next, last week. Yes, it's last week. Go ahead. Correct.
Okay,
Continue.
it is the same thing.
Yes,
It's over.
is over, right? So vertically opposite angles. Okay, you understood how we have answered this question, right?
Right.
Vertically opposite angles are always equal. I did not see that we have to give this angle equal to that angle also to make it equal. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that part is missing. So then you get two angles because we know that these angles are equal always.
Yes.
So remember this and try to visualize it. So what I'm trying to end this is connect. Connect, visualize. And then we will say connect, visualize, and then you write your solutions, right? And then you solve.
Yes.
So in this case, how did we connect? We connected with parallel lines.
Parallel lines.
We visualize the Z pattern, right?
Yes.
And then we solved by saying that angle D should be equal to angle E. Do you see that? How we solved it?
Yes.
And look at the approach which we have got. So if you think like this, automatically a solution will come to you. Perfect?
Okay.
Very good. So we are going to end our lesson at this stage. You can stop sharing the screen,
Yes.
right? And can you summarize now? What did you learn today? What are the conditions of two triangles to be congruent? Tell me.
Yes. We have 5 conditions
Why?
to see whether the triangle is congruent.
Yes.
SAS test,
Yes.
SSS test, ASA test, AAS test, and hypotenuse side test.
Perfect.
We have to
Why in a
connect
right triangle we only need hypotenuse and side?
because it's 90 degree.
Already one angle is known to us is same, correct?
Yes.
And
Yes.
the third side has to be equal if two sides are equal because it is related with Pythagorean theorem, right?
Yes.
So that is how we do it. And I hope that is good for you. Practice some questions from your lesson. That should be good. Okay, great. Thanks a lot. All the best.
Bye.
Bye.